call, brother and sister, roll call. Labor trade, roll call. Up and running, roll call. Prosperity is coming, you better get on board. Roll call, Labour Party, roll call. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity will say, make your mark. Prosperity is yours, but you must make your vote. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Leader name a call, and Jehovah's name a call. Students name a call, teachers name a call, nurses name a call, doctor name of the call. If your name is on there, prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark. Roll call, servant name a call, taxi man name a call, most defenders name of the call. Shopkeeper name a call, unemployed name a call, all brother sister roll call. The pensioners name a call, the elders name a call, firefighters name a call, the athletes name a call, all of we name a call, the lawyer name a call, church name a call, the Christian name a call, Jamaicans name a call. Hello, police name a call, soldiers name a call, everybody name a call. Roll call, roll call, roll call, roll call. Prosperity will say roll call. If for Jamaica to grow, BNP have to go. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark.
Jamaica, let us vote for a better Jamaica. In this election, let us vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Vote for Labour. Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor we vote for Labour. Everybody just vote for Labour. Tell them vote for Labour. That's right. Me and my neighbor voting for Labour. Tell them make we vote for Labour. In this election, tell your neighbor to vote for Labour. Why? We are the government going back to Parliament. Yes, we are. Labour alone, we give our vote. Labour Party, we love the most. And them alone, I get the vote. Tell them again. Vote for Labour. strong man we can depend on to lead us home to victory. A new Jamaica we want to see. Jamaica, Labour Party. A bright young leader. Vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Knock up your neighbor. Vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Everybody vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Take home the victory. Jamaica Labour Party. We are hold on to a victory. And take it to him one more time. Yeah. Yeah. I better Jamaica. Free healthcare. Education for all. A bright young leader. Jamaica Labour Party.
Marching on to victory. Labour Party marching, Labour Party marching, marching on to victory. Labour Party marching on, all right, marching on to victory. Labour Party marching, Labour Party marching, marching on to victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory. Come now, me and the neighbor, oh yes, we voting for Labour. All right, me and the neighbor, bring them, we voting for Labour. Carry them, me and the neighbor, oh yes, we voting for Labour. Oh yes. To
the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country.
Is your name written there in prosperity book of life? Make your mark, Jamaica roll a call. Hello! Roll call, roll call, roll call, roll call. Prosperity we say roll call. Is your name written there? Prosperity book come up. Roll call, Jamaicans make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity we say make your mark. Is your name written there? Prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Labor trade, roll call. Up and running, roll call. Prosperity is coming. You better get on board. Roll call, Labour Party, roll call. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity we say make your mark. Prosperity is yours, but you must make your vote. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Leader name a call, and your wholeness name a call. Students name a call, teachers name a call, nurses name a call, doctor name of the call. Is your name written there? Prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark. Roll call, servant name a call, taximan name a call, mob defenders name a the call. Shopkeeper name a call, unemployed name a call, all brother, sister, roll call. Pensioners name a call, the elders name a call, firefighters name a call, the athletes name a call, all of we name a call, the lawyer name a call, judge name a call, Christian name a call, Jamaicans name a call. Hello! Police name a call, soldiers name a call, everybody name a call. Roll call,
Jamaica, let us vote for a better Jamaica. In this election, let us vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Vote for Labour. Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor to vote for Labour. Everybody just vote for Labour. Tell them vote for Labour. That's right. Me and me neighbor voting for Labour. Tell them make we vote for Labour. In this election, tell your neighbor to vote for Labour. Why? We are the government going back to Parliament. Yes, we are. Labour alone, we give our vote. Labour Party we love the most. And them alone again the vote. Tell them again. Vote for Labour. Make we vote for Labour. Hands and hearts and vote for Labour. Brothers and sisters, vote for Labour. Oh yes. Make we vote for Labour. That's real. I better Jamaica. I bright young leader. Tell your neighbor to vote for Labour. Everybody vote for Labour. Tell them why. Our leader is a young man. We can depend on to lead us home to victory. A new Jamaica we want to see. Jamaica Labour Party. A bright young leader. Vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Knock up your neighbor. Vote for Labour. Everybody vote for Labour. Take home the victory. Jamaica Labour Party. We are hold on to a victory and take it home one more time. Yeah. Yeah. I better Jamaica. Free healthcare. Education for all. A bright young leader. Jamaica Labour Party.
Marching on to victory. Labour Party marching, Labour Party marching, marching on to victory. Labour Party marching on, all right, marching on to victory. Labour Party marching, Labour Party marching, marching on to victory. Jump and shout, tell it We voting for Labour.
Call them.
Me and me neighbor.
Bring them.
We voting for Labour.
Tell them.
Me and me neighbor.
Oh yes.
We voting for Labour.
For the change.
Me and me neighbor.
For the
We
change.
voting for Labour.
Call them.
Me and me neighbor.
Vote them
We
out.
voting for Labour.
For the change.
Me and me neighbor.
Oh yes.
We voting for Labour.
All right.
Me and me neighbor. We voting for Labour.
Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country.
Is your name written there in prosperity book of life? Make your mark, Jamaica roll a call. Hello! Roll call, roll call, roll call, roll call. Prosperity we say roll call. Is your name written there? Prosperity book come up. Roll call, Jamaicans make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity we say make your mark. Is your name written there? Prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Labor trade, roll call. Up and running, roll call. Prosperity is coming, you better get on board. Roll call, Labour Party, roll call. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity we say make your mark. Prosperity is yours, but you must make your vote. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Leader name a call, and Joel's name a call. Students name a call, teachers name a call, nurses name a call, doctor name of the call. It's your name written there, prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark. Roll call, servant name a call, taxi man name a call, most defenders name a the call. Shopkeeper name a call, unemployed name a call. Teacher name I call. Christian name I call. Jamaicans name I call. Hello. Police name I call. Soldiers name I call. Everybody name I call. Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Prosperity we say roll call. If for Jamaica to grow, BNP have to go. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark.
Jamaica, let us vote for a better Jamaica. In this election, let us vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Vote for Labour. Grab your
holy word, he never fails me yet. Let us pray, let us pray. Loving Lord, the fountain of all goodness, we thank you so much for journeying mercy here. We thank you for your love and your divine grace to us as your children. As we come, we recognize our sinfulness. And so we ask that you may wash us and cleanse us from everything that is unlike you. As we are about to begin this very important meeting, We invite your divine presence to be with us. We ask for your divine intervention so that the purpose for which we have come will be truly realized. We ask your blessing on our Member of Parliament, Mr. Desmond McKenzie, on all the officials who will participate in this exercise. We thank you so much for your grace and your mercy, and we pray that when all is said and done, we will give you the honor, the glory, and the grace that belongs to you. Hear our prayer now, we pray, as we further wait upon you with thanksgiving. In Jesus' name we ask, amen and amen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Palmer. All right, so the meeting is being streamed at this time, but at some point we'll cut the stream because this is a very important meeting that we'll want to discuss some strategies and share some very sensitive information. So to those who are watching us online, thank you so much for joining us, but we can only accommodate you for just a few more minutes because this is not a constituency conference. We're not ready for our constituency conferences as yet. We're just having our joint workers meeting. Now, first of all, let me labor rights, our very, very, very special guest has just walked into the room. He's no stranger to you. He's no stranger to Jamaica. He's no stranger to the region. Labor Rights Minister, the Honorable Desmond McKenzie, the Member of Parliament for West Kingston, the belly of the Jamaica Labour Party. He's the most, I can say this without fear of contradiction, Desmond McKenzie is the most hard-working minister of local government that Jamaica has ever seen. The election that is coming up is a very critical and consequential election. So I thought it very critical as we start to get ready to line up in the starting block to invite the veteran, the man who sat at one done, the Honorable Edward Siaga's feet. We don't need anybody else to teach us what we need to learn tonight. Also with us, and of course, Minister Desmond McKenzie is one of our deputy leaders. He's the deputy leader of Area Council 1, which comprises the constituencies in Kingston and St. Andrew. Of course, we have our own deputy leader with us. He's no stranger to you. He has always been among us. The one and only Mikey Stern. We have visiting the next Member of Parliament for Southeast St. Anne, Adrian Peart. Of course, all our divisional leaders are here. Out of the Knockpatrick division, we have Adika Miller. Out of the Royal Flat division, we have Richard Della Pena. Out of the Belfield division, we have Shaniel Dixon. And in the Mandeville division, our coordinator is the very hard-working Mr. Lawrence Johnson. Labor rights, while on tour today, we received some very bad news that Charmaine Stevenson, who contested the local government election on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party twice, lost her mother today. So I want you to keep her in your prayers. And those of you who have her number, please reach out to her. Of course, at the head table, we also have Mr. Edward Smile, who is no stranger to any of you. Eddie hails from the Knockpatrick division, and in our last election in 2020, he served as our campaign manager next to our campaign director, Miss Rihanna Wright. And because of how well Eddie did the last time around, and based on how critical this election will be, I have asked Eddie to again serve as campaign manager. I have all the confidence that Eddie, together with the rest of the campaign team, who we will name shortly, will again deliver victory to the people of Manchester Central. Today, we had a very successful tour, and I want to thank all of you who came from the different divisions and journeyed with us. Of course, we want to thank the members of the security force who provided security, and I am happy that the day was incident-free. Labor rights, I don't have to come to defend my record of performance. I know, you know, every Jamaican in Jamaica and the diaspora know that I have worked very hard. Manchester Central has never had a more hard-working member of parliament than yours truly. There is no area of development that we have left unchecked. When we look at roads, we have not only built or rehabilitated or patched 35 roads. The numbers have since gone up. We're now at 36, and we're on the way with road number 37, the Sparks program in Barnstable. We have never seen this across the constituency before. When you move across to education, we have delivered record number of tuition grants. We have provided support with book grants. We have helped our schools on so many levels. Housing, we have provided housing solution through the NHT. We have provided more than 600 building grants to constituents. We have provided 10 social houses. Wi-Fi. When I just came here, we only had 1 free Wi-Fi in the town. Today, we have 8 free Wi-Fi hotspots. But labor rights, we will have more opportunities for you and I to speak some more. Because after this setting, we will have smaller group meetings with our different category of workers. So I don't want to spend too much time talking to you except to say thank you so much for your love and support. During the most difficult times on the journey, it is your love, your support, and your own strength that has kept me. During the happy times, we have laughed together, we have celebrated together. I want you in the same way in 2020, where you entrusted your confidence in me to ensure that you entrust that confidence again, so that when the election is called, we're not only going to win by 1,000 plus like the last time, but we're going to increase our majority and show the people of Jamaica that our victory was not accidental. Labor rights, at this time, I'm going to invite Deputy Leader Mikey Stern to speak to you.
Workers of Central, I call you the main central, Manchester. Let me big up Minister Mackenzie, who has toured with us today. And we have to thank him when he take off a whole day to come tour your constituency to assist you, to motivate voters and let them know we're getting ready. Give a round of applause to Desmond Mackenzie for that. I want to recognize Mr. Peart, who is in Southeast. I was with him last night at a football opening over there in St. Ann. All right, want to welcome here back in Manchester, where you're from. Want to also recognize the councillor and former councillor caretaker and former councillor, who is now campaign manager, I heard a while ago. All right? And your member of parliament, right? Your member of parliament. Your member of parliament who born and grew right here, so. Born and grew right here, so. And you're going to make sure return for a second term. Am I correct? And give the Labour Party a third term. But listen to me. I want to get a little piece of paper with you while we're talking, because you're going to get some points.
For more than 10 years. And who has been a councillor for over 20 odd years and can't point to one thing that has happened in his division or in the parish of Manchester under his watch. But you know what is frightening, Labourites? These are the same people who, when the Prime Minister came here to talk about giving you a recreational park to lift the standard of the parish and the capital. And if those who are talking knew what existed in Mandeville before, they would know that this was considered to be one of the cleanest and nicest parish capital in Jamaica. So they should never turn down an offer that speaks about improvement and lifting the standard of people's lives in this parish. And then talking about to tell me to deal with the market plan. Well, let me say this to you. I have not responded to it because stupidity is something I don't run down. But let me say this. Anybody who can bring this plan that they claim that was there from PNP was in power. And why is it PNP was in power and nothing never happened? Now all of a sudden you hear is because we come, I put it in file 13. Let me just respond to that. Since 2016, the Jamaica Labour Party government have built more markets and repair more markets in Jamaica than the PNP has done in over 30 odd years. There is over 37 markets in Jamaica. 80% of our markets are over 100 years old. I challenge all of them with them loose mouth who has been talking to go back as far as 1972 and name one new market that they have built. Ask them to list how many markets they have repaired. So since I became minister in 2016, there are 15 markets in Kingston. 15 out of the 30 island-wide. 11 is in my constituency, including the Coronation Market. When I was mayor of Kingston, I got Digicel to spend close to $150 million on Coronation Market. We were in government at the time. And when we lost the election in 2012, and I became member of parliament, the balance of money that Digicel gave to complete Coronation Market, they use it to something else. Since 2016, we have done Clarkstown Market. We have built a brand new market in Port Maria. We're building a brand new market now in Buff Bay. We build a new market in Hopewell in Hanover. We build a new market in Falmouth in Trelawney. We have repaired Coronation Market, Queen's Market. Now we're going to be building a new market in Sparling. We have done more for markets. Right. We have done more for markets in this country than any other government. So when they're talking about we don't, ask them of the markets in Jamaica how much they lease out to their PNP Taponaris friends. In 2016, I went to Yalas in the by-election. And when I went to Yalas, the people them come to me and say, Mr. Mackenzie, the market lock up. We have to sit down outside of the gate, a sell. I said, what happened? Them lease the market to a PNP Taponaris. And him use the market to sell car parts, motor vehicle parts, turn the market into an auto shop. And I said to the people in Yalas, I am committing myself to you that once the lease on the market is up, we are going to return the market to the vendors. And it takes long because what they try to do, they try to hide the lease so that when the lease is ready to up, they want to extend it. And I have to stand up on my foot. The Yalas market. The vendors, after the lease expired, the vendors keep calling and say, listen, minister, we want to go into the market. And I went out there the other day, and the people them say, minister, we don't care what the condition of the market is. Clean it up and make us go back inside here. And we clean it up, and every vendor went back inside. We allocated some $16 million. The work has started, have started now to renovate the Yalas market, to put back the vendors there. That is what this Jamaica Labour Party government has done. Not to deprive people of markets. You go to Little London in Westmoreland, the vendors them out in the boiling sun. The Taponaris PNP them. Lease the market to somebody to build headstone. Headstone. While the vendors are sitting out in the sun. White House in Westmoreland. Hello. Man, that mash up the meat, man. White House in Westmoreland. And these are the things that we must know as labor rights. So when we hear them attack, we must tell them, say, we back, we and go, we lie, them lie. Grudgeful. White House in Westmoreland. I went there on a tour. And the MP carried me to the market in White House. When I went there, I saw this dread. And him say him control. So I say, what you mean him control? Him say, him have the lease for the market. I say, have the lease for the market? Him say, yes. I say, how much you pay to the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation for the lease? Him say about $8,000 a year. All right, I don't remember if it's a year or a month. And I say, what? And what he says is that them increase the lease, and him never have known. So when I raised it and the media was there and questioned it, when you're going to the market, you have mattress them on the ground and you have scented candle all around it. So that section of the market, them used to do like a funny business. And they use the inside of the market to do other things. But you know what was sad, labor rights? I went around the back. And there are about 12 shops that was constructed around the back. And every shop there was occupied. They were paying the man $30,000 a month. But his lease was chicken feed money. So PNP can't talk about markets. Because what they did was to lease out the markets to them friends. And what they're not telling us is that they collect market fees. And if there is improvement work to be done to the market, then they have it in their capacity to do it. This government plays no politics. in repairing and building markets. They play politics on us in the same Westmoreland to build a fruit market for Negril in Westmoreland. We did everything to facilitate the building of that market. And they use statics and pushback and all sorts of things are going to Westmoreland on Wednesday. So I am not a minister who is in a government that victimize people for their politics, because our markets are a main source of revenue, especially for females. And that is why all the work that we have done across the markets. We have improved the markets last year, including Manchester. We provided funds to carry out repairs to all public sanitary facilities in markets across Jamaica. The government of Dr. Michael Andrew Holness did that. But they can't stand to see our success. But minor kill them. Because instead of telling the country what you are going to do better than what we are doing, all I can hear is time come. But you know, there is one issue. Quiet labor rights. There's one issue I wanted to stay out of. But I'm going to say something on it publicly. Look at how they are destroying the character of Dennis Strong. No, labor rights, listen to me. This man first came to public attention in 2015, I think it was. Either 2014 or 2015. When the PNP-led board of the National Solid Waste Management Authority wrecked solid waste, the only thing that they used to be proud of is the amount of fire they have and the amount of money that they spend to hold fire. And the Prime Minister at the time had to make some changes. And she called at least 3 members out of the private sector, including Mr. Chong, and asked him to serve on the board of the National Solid Waste Management Authority. And these people were in private life, lawyers, accountants, and bankers, accepted, serve. In 2016, when we became the government, as the minister with responsibility for the solid waste, I had to name the board. And I engaged the Prime Minister and my colleagues. And I said to them, look, said PM, we want to make a difference at solid waste. And I think we should give them the opportunity to continue to try to turn the agency around. And the Prime Minister didn't hesitate. And the Prime Minister gave his support. When we retained them on the board, naturally some of our supporters never like it. But let me tell you something, tonight here. When we retain them, Mr. Chung and his team and the other new members of the board, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, for almost 15 years, have never presented its annual report that should be tabled in Parliament. For over 15 years, they have failed to. And when I tasked the new board with the responsibility to turn around the fortunes of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, labor rights, I want to tell you that in our first 4 years or less in government, the National Solid Waste Management Authority won the award as one of the best governed entity under Dennis Strong. And today as I speak, the National Solid Waste Management Authority is up to date with its annual record. It was Dennis Strong leadership that turned around that entity that has made the National Solid Waste Management Authority an organization of respect. People now no longer turn up their face on solid waste. It was under his leadership that the thousands of workers who were working at solid waste, who never had job security, who was earning less than minimum wage, who never had health insurance, they never had any respect on the job because people treated them as if they were nobody. It was under his leadership that the National Solid Waste Management Authority has been turned around. And now, all of a sudden, you used him before. And now you're coming to tell us that he's no good, that he's not qualified. What kind of Jamaica are we building? How can we encourage persons outside of the political system to get involved when you tear down somebody because people not smiling with you the way you want people to smile with you? How can you trust people like those to take over this country and lead Jamaica? And I want all of you here to understand tonight that their target is our leader and prime minister. Because let me tell you something. One of the things that they have done over the years is to attack our leaders. Try to tear down our leaders. But let me tell you something. As a party and as a country, we're going to push back against the hypocrisy of a toothless, a party that lacks vision. This country, Central Manchester, should never ever make the mistake the country under Dr. Holness, crime has gone down 44% reductions in crime, never in the history of Jamaica from we start to measure. Listen to me. Poverty, and I want all of you to listen to this because we must have the information. We must have the information to tell them to back away. Since they started to measure poverty officially in this country, is the first in our history from they started to measure it. Poverty is at 8%. Never before in Jamaica's history. But you know what is important in all of this? When they measure rural poverty, it is at a low. At a low. You know why? The social housing program of Dr. Andrew Holness, the indigent housing program of local government, the give backs, the benefits to people, the minimum wage. See, a trade union is just walking here. The minimum wage and all the benefits that we have been able to give to Jamaicans under COVID, when rich great countries where their economy is 50 times the size of ours were struggling, we were able to say to Jamaicans who in the private sector had to go home, apply and get some benefit to carry over. In Jamaica, not one civil servant lost their jobs during COVID. Your government, led by Dr. Andrew Holness, was able to keep a steady hands on the wheels of the economy of Jamaica. And all the good things that we've been doing, you want to exchange a street of gold riddled with pothole and booby trap. You want to replace a prime minister. When he stands up, the world listens. I have a prime minister, I know where he's from. I have a prime minister, I know where his allegiance are. There is no doubt about what Andrew Holness stands for. But I can't say the same about others. You know, the World Bank the other day had a big meeting. And when they call all the countries and they're talking about what is happening in the world economy, they say, listen, there's a small country by the name of Jamaica. Look at the Jamaican model. Use it. But you know, labor rights, we're not talking the things that we need to talk. There's a country named Singapore. In the 60s, when our economy was booming, Lee Kuan Yew, who was the president of Singapore, came here. And when he looked at the Jamaican economy, he said, look, I like what I say. And he went back to Singapore. And Lee Kuan Yew introduced the Jamaican model. Singapore is one of the leading developed countries in the world using a model that they found here in Jamaica. So these people can't talk to it. They can't be critical of us. Because if we weren't a party that stood up for Jamaica, we couldn't be here tonight. Because you know why? When I hear them talk about Manley is the father of the nation. You know how sad it is when I listen to the foolishness they talk. Jamaica was a part of the West Indies Federation. 10 countries. And when Bustamante And the Labour Party said, no, it's time we want to break free and become an independent nation. The PNP said no. They said no. And when the Labour Party and Bustamante insisted, they said, well, it can't happen so. You know why they don't like referendum? Because they said the only way they will agree if the country go to a referendum. And the country went to a referendum. And the Jamaican people rejected federation in such a way that Eric Williams said, well, it's 10 countries in the Caribbean. So 1 from 10 leaves 0. So if we had allowed the PNP in the 60s to keep us in federation, you think we would be here talking about the land of wood and water? Huh? I wonder how many of you in this room, and these are the things that we need to sit down and think about. In the 70s, when they talk about they are open socialists, they're going to walk hand in hand with Fidel Castro to the top of the mountain. And when we talk about Cuba, they say Cuba is their brother. Of course it's our brother, they are our neighbors. But I don't think politically we think alike. And when people start to talk about it, the Prime Minister of the day said, listen, those of you who don't like it, there are 5 flights a day to Miami, take it. And what happened to Jamaica? Brain drain. And we're just recovering from that. And these set of jokers want to come back. Well, I'm saying to you tonight, labor rights in closing, this country has come too far around Andrew Onis and the Jamaica Labour Party. We have just started to benefit from years of sacrifice. How can you replace a government since 2016 that has not imposed 1 cent of new taxation on the country? How can you replace a government when the largest road repair program in our history is taking place as I speak now? Billions of Jamaican dollars is being spent on road. And all they try to do is to discredit it. None of us never come out and tell you that you're going to have pothole-free road in 3 years, because we can't do that. Jamaica has one of the largest road network in the world. And when I say large road network, we connect so easily. And we know our roads are bad. But yet, it takes time. And you have to have money to do it. We now put the country in a position that we have to borrow 1 cent to repair any of the roads that you are repairing now. So you must come and tell me, what is it you're going to do better? Don't tell me about the roads them bad. Because if you were maintaining the roads over the 18.5 years, we wouldn't have to be spending so much now. We were sections of this parish, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, was destroyed by burial. I came and I toured Alligator Pond and other places. Your government, because of prudent management of the economy, we never had to borrow 1 cent to assist in the recovery after burial. And last week when we launched the hurricane season, the country was told that we have enough money, we have the insurance, we have the bond, that if something should happen, Jamaica would be able to stand up. To stand up. Are you coming to tell me time come? Time come? Time come? Time come? Chatty mouth. We afraid of no chatty mouth. So labor rights, let us not let us take this election serious. Let us not believe that they are going to roll over and die. But we will never surrender to the PNP in this country. Never! And it is in the country's interest to secure your children and your grandchildren's future. Rhoda is qualified, tried, tested, and proven. She's not somebody who discredit people. Because, that little girl, go sit on one side, she can't, whatever. She came to serve. And she has been serving. Not everything that you want, she has been able to do. But trust me, with God in the vessel, will smile at the storm. Labor rights, the next time you see me is during the real campaign. One love. One love, labor rights. Shower.
Thank you so much, Deputy Leader Desmond McKenzie, not only for your amazing presentation, but for leading our tour across the constituency today. Deputy Leader, we know it's not customary to have anyone speak after the main address, but please allow me to allow the next Member of Parliament from Northwest Clarendon, Warren Newby, to say a few words.
Labor rights. When I left James Hill, I was concerned. I was like, boy, I wonder if we really can make it to Mandeville in time. You know? And when I come through the stoplight a while ago and I see the vehicle, I say, my God in heaven, the labor rights in Central Manchester are ready. They are absolutely ready. Because after a grueling day, for you to be here, still committed to the cause, I celebrate you one and all. Minister McKenzie, Deputy Leader Stern, Eddie, how long he had? The two councillors sitting at the head table. I know it is a break of protocol to speak after the erstwhile guest speaker. But I just want to add my own voice to the endorsement of Rhoda Crawford. Now, what many of you don't know is that I recruited her. When she could barely weigh 80 pounds soaking wet at a place called Shortwood Teachers College. And the General Secretary of my day is sitting right here, Colin Virgo. And I tell you, that bunch of young ladies, all of them are still serving in the Labour Party. But there was always something exceptional about Rhoda Crawford. It's not only that she's bright and pretty, but there is something about how tenacious she is. Active and strong, eh? Tenacious. She doesn't quit. And she wears her heart on her sleeve. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. And when she gives you her word, you can bank on it. So, I believe in her. I always have. But I'm particularly proud when I drive into Mandeville today. It is not what it was 10 years ago. It is not what it was 4 years ago. There is a marked difference. And Minister Mackenzie, I know you are looking at these places because you see city marked on places like Mandeville. They are operating like cities. They are behaving like cities. And the feel when you get is city. I want to say to you, in a very personal way, the last month, my brother has been in the hospital at Mandeville Regional. And I know this is being aired live. I want to say to the team that is there how excellent the service is. How well kept Mandeville Regional is. Floors are cleaned, bathrooms are cleaned, and the staff is tip-top professional under very trying and tough circumstances. I'm telling you, healthcare in Jamaica is not what it was 10 years ago. But as Rhoda walks this walk with all the tribulations that come with it, that she has held her head high, that she has been resilient in face of unrelenting attacks that must have come because she in fact slew Goliath. And they will not relent. The power they wield with their money was always going to be leveraged to put her back. But with you, individually and collectively, they will fail again. Show a labor rights. Show a labor rights.
you so much, my brother. And Minister Mackenzie, deputy leaders, we can assure you that whenever the bell rings, Central Manchester, Northwest Clarendon, and Southeast St. Anne, these seats in Area Council 3 deputy leader are coming home in the winning column for the Jamaica Labour Party. As we prepare for the party anthem, I could not ask Colin Virgo, who has stood by me, who has helped me, who is no stranger to you, to just say the last closing words. Come on, Virgo, you have to bless the microphone. After that, we can get to the party anthem.
Labourites, good evening. The big man, the deputy leader, has already spoken. I really never want to have to say anything after the Tapanaris. But this has still me hard. I born a Mandeville, I grew a Mandeville, and I still have my house here. I have not even moved my vote from here. My vote is still in PD 15A. And if you check the record, every election morning at this man first vote. That is what I'm begging all of you to do. Talking no win election. Noise no win election. Armband no win election. Motorcade no win election. Excitement no win election. Shut and cap no win election. Is vote in the box win election. I'm begging on you, don't take this election for granted. Them other red hands say they're hungry bad. Them don't know how to survive without politics. Whatever it is that you begs about, if you begs with the councillor, vote for Rhoda. If you begs with Rhoda, vote for Andrew Holness. It better you have your woman there than the next one who you can't talk to, who now look at you. I'm begging us labor rights. Whatever issues we have, make we put that aside until after the election. It better your person is there where you can cuss them after and deal with whatever after than the next one when now look by you. Last thing I'm going to say, you must recognize how them think. Imagine the Prime Minister come down here the other day and say, he want to give Mandeville a nice park, a nice green space that family can go enjoy themselves. And what have you? I mean, I'm going to cuss me now, right? I'm a friend, but mighty God, man, I was so disappointed when I hear the mayor, who me know better, you know. I go say, we don't need no park down here, so we have Cecil Charlton Park. Cecil Charlton Park, we sit down lock up from me and pick near Manchester High School. Yes, sir, where nobody can use. We use one time a year, Independence, and when them have the little one Heroes Weekend ceremony. Goodness gracious, man. They can't even leave the politics aside for 1 second. For those think about the people. For those think about the people. Mighty God of Daniel, man. Right? And then the people that don't really want to control the constituency. Only done the argument and re-elect Rhoda. Re-elect Rhoda. Re-elect Rhoda.
Thank you so much, Labour Rights. Let's rise for the party anthem. Equal rights and justice
is an everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he serves you well.
Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Labor rights, thank you so much for coming out. Please get home safely. Love you and see you soon.
Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country. Vote on to the Labour Party. Hold on for our posterity. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for the Labour Party. Hold on, we must save our country.
Is your name written there in prosperity book of life? Make your mark, Jamaica roll a call. Hello! Roll call, roll call, roll call, roll call. Prosperity we say roll call. Is your name written there? Prosperity book come up. Roll call, Jamaicans make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity we say make your mark. Is your name written there? Prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Labor trade, roll call. Up and running, roll call. Prosperity is coming, you better get on board. Roll call, Labour Party, roll call. Roll call, make your mark. Roll call, make your mark. Prosperity will say make your mark. Prosperity is yours, but you must make your vote. Roll call, brother, sister, roll call. Leader name a call, and Jehovah's name a call. Students name a call, teachers name a call, nurses name a call, doctor name of the call. It's your name written there, prosperity a call. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark. Roll call, servant name a call, taxi man name a call, mob defenders name a the call. Shopkeeper name a call, unemployed name a call. All brothers, sister roll call. The pensioners name a call. The elders name a call. Firefighters name a call. The athletes name a call. All of we name a call. The lawyer name a call. Church name a call. Christian name a call. Jamaicans name a call. Hello. Police name a call. Soldiers name a call. Everybody name a call. Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Prosperity we say roll call. If for Jamaica to grow, BMP have to go. Roll call, brother, sister, make your mark.
Jamaica, let us vote for a better Jamaica. In this election, let us vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Vote for Labour. Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor we vote for Labour. Everybody just vote for Labour. Tell them vote for Labour. That's right. Me and me neighbor voting for Labour. Tell them make we vote for Labour. In this election, tell your neighbor to vote for Labour. Why? We are the government going back to Parliament. Labour alone, we give our vote. Labour Party we love the most. A them alone.